Hi, so thank you for joining me again. I wanted to share a little update on where I am right at this point. It was a little bit of a wait for me to go back in to see the doctor so that I could get that ultrasound procedure, the sonohystogram done, because I had to wait for my cycle to come. And it took a little bit longer than I was hoping for. And there's no, it's not like it's unusual, just because it was the first official month after not being on Clomid anymore. And I have been on Clomid for about a year now, and my periods were becoming very regular because of the Clomid. It was making me ovulate, so I was getting my cycles every month. So now that I wasn't on it, it took more than the 28, 30 days that I was that before. This time around, it took 45 days. So it took a little bit of more than what I was hoping for, but it was fine. I tried not to stress over it just because I knew I was in good hands, and I just had to wait. And so it came. And I scheduled my sonohystogram, which is what I had today. And everything looks great. She said my lining, everything, uterus, perfect. She said a little bit of inflammation, but she said nothing to worry about as long as I'm keeping a good diet, not eating foods that are very heavy. That should help with the inflammation, and taking the supplements that she recommended that I shared in my first video. She said that shouldn't be an issue. She said it's very minimal inflammation that I had. So with that appointment, also, she went over my lab work that she had requested when I first went to go see her. She said everything was good. Labs are great. I'm perfectly healthy, other than the fact that it did confirm to her that I do have PCOS. The numbers did indicate that. So she said there's no questions asked anymore on that. Literally, it's like signing the paper. Confirmed, it's done. My husband's semen analysis came back as well. That was great as well. There's no issue on that. We do have to just make sure, she said, to continue the diet that she recommended, because that could be a factor. So we're gonna try. It's hard. It really is hard. So anyways, doctor said that we're gonna get started. She gave me a list of instructions of what's our next step. So I am to continue taking the supplements that she recommended, the prenatals, everything as instructed, and maintain a good diet. Also, so what I'm starting on today is Femara, taking it two pills a day for 5 days. So I'm taking it starting today, today's Monday, all the way until Friday. And I'm also going to be taking baby aspirin and metformin. Yes. So the metformin, she did warn me that it would upset my stomach, and it did. I took it earlier, and it did upset my stomach a little bit. Not as bad as I thought it would, because I did have to take an antibiotic last night for the procedure today, just to prevent any infection. And that antibiotic made my stomach hurt so bad for a good hour. I was literally running to the bathroom because I thought I was gonna throw up. I didn't, thankfully, because I didn't want to puke the antibiotic, but it was very close. And they did tell me this morning, the medical assistant did ask me if the medicine had made me sick. And I was like, oh my God, yes, it did. She was like, yeah, that medicine's really hard on the stomach. So she did also warn me about the metformin, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It did upset it a little bit, and I don't know if it's with I'm a little sensitive still from this morning. But if it's anything like it was today, because she did say I'm gonna continue taking it. I think she gave me like a 3-month supply, and the baby aspirin as well. I'm gonna keep taking those two until she tells me otherwise. So do that. And then she gave me some lab requests here that she wants me to redo, just to make sure that I did ovulate in about 2 weeks. So she said that do my labs 2 weeks after my last pill of Femara. So I will get that done just to make sure by then the lab will indicate whether I ovulated or if I didn't ovulate. I don't think that will tell her if I'm pregnant, if I get pregnant, but she should know if the medication helped, because I have to remember that I'm not taking Clomid anymore. I'm taking Femara, so it's a different type of drug. Though Femara is highly used for patients with PCOS. So we're doing that. And then she said, I have my homework. Well, we have our homework to do a week after I finish my Femara. So that will be for 2 weeks. Every other day, gotta do our homework. And she said, she gave me high hopes. The way that she told me, she was like, the way she calls it is her mixture of cocktail, which is all the pills. She said, you've taken Clomid before and it obviously didn't work. So we're gonna try Femara, which is better for PCOS, which you have. And she said, but you haven't taken my cocktail. So I think with my cocktail, this will work for you. You may get pregnant this month, she said. And especially because with the procedure that they did, they inserted saline in me. So it's pretty much like cleaning, flushing me out. So she said, your uterus right now is like ready. So if you follow the instructions that I'm giving you, you know, you have to do your part. I'm giving you the pills, I'm giving you the medication that should work, but you have to do your part too. So as long as we do that, she gave me high hopes that it could work and we could get the results that we're waiting for. So she said that if I get a positive pregnancy test, to call her in and they'll send me out to get labs just to make sure my levels are good. If I don't, then we're gonna go straight into IUI. And we're not gonna do this again. We're gonna go straight there. So fingers crossed. I feel so blessed of how many people reached out to me personally. It really does mean a lot, because this is an intimate part of my life that I'm choosing to share. And the kind words that I've received really, really do mean a lot. I feel like for the past couple of years, I've had this shield in front of me just because it was very painful. It was it hurt. I couldn't even talk about it when people would ask, so when are you guys having a baby? When are you guys starting a family? I would just say, oh, well, you know, when we're ready, or, you know, I would lie. I would lie. Because inside I was dying of hurt, you know, that we were really, really trying, but we were just not ready to share that part, that we were having trouble, just because I had never really known anybody that had gone through what we were going through at the time. Well, we are going through. So it was hard because I felt like people were just getting pregnant left and right. Like it was but I had to remind myself at one point that I don't know if they were really trying. I don't know if they had been trying for so long and finally they were getting their baby. So when we slowly started to open up with our family, they started to actually share their stories with us, and it made me realize that I wasn't alone. And I know I'm not alone. I know there's so many out there. Watching YouTube videos is what inspired me to, like I said, to share my story, to bring you along with me, just because you know, if it helps just one person feel less alone, make them feel that they're not alone, it's worth it. I know it's a very intimate part of my life that I'm sharing, and I'm okay with sharing it, you know. And this is something that I did go and sit down and speak with my husband before I decided to do this, just because I wanted to know that he was on board and he was okay with me sharing this. Because I know for guys too, it could be like a pride thing. So he was very open about it, said as long as I was okay, I was fine with it, then, and that he supported it. And I'm very, very blessed that my husband's very, very supportive of anything that I ever choose to do. So anyways, so we have some homework to do, and I feel very, very confident. I feel very, very confident in this doctor, and I really, really do hope and pray that this works. But I wanted to share really quick. I did share this on my Instagram, but for those that don't have me on Instagram, which it is linked on my channel, I was advised by a good friend. She's like my guru that I go to for any advice. She did let me know to drink some raspberry leaf tea. So this is the tea that I am drinking. I'm actually drinking it right now. I was just waiting for it to cool down a little bit because it was really, really hot. Okay, that's better. So anyways, this is very, very good for the uterus. So it even says on here that supports healthy menstruation and tones the uterus. And if you search it, you know, on Google, it tells you that it helps support pregnancy, basically. There's really, really good reviews on raspberry leaf tea, and I've been drinking this since I started my cycle, and I am testing my ovulation still, just because you want to stop. I was saying that you want to stop when you're in the ovulation window. I'll stop taking it, and I'm trying to drink it twice a day. I drink it in the morning or during lunch, and then I drink it at night before I go to bed. So that's what I've been doing. And for anybody else that is interested, I got this at Target. I looked for it at Fry's and I couldn't find it, but I found it at Target. And then I'm sure maybe if you search it on Amazon, you could find it on Amazon. You can find anything on Amazon. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. And who knows, maybe next video will be some great news. Either way, I'll share my story on what we're doing next, and wish me the best of luck. If this is your first video watching with me, the first one should be linked down, or you can go into my channel, but go ahead and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That way you can see when I upload my next video. I think you have to hit the little bell or something. But anyways, that's all for now. I'll see you guys in the next one.